Sports Talk, Yankees, Mets, Knicks, New York, on the block. Sports Talk, Giants, Jets, Nets, let's go, on the block. Sports Talk, Philly, Miami, Dallas, Buffalo, on the block. Sports Talk, NBA, MLB, NFL, we got it all, on the block. Sports Talk, on the block. Sports Talk, on the block. Sports Talk, on the block. Sports Talk. Directed by Kenny.
On the block Sports Talk. I'm Big Joe.
It's the Hammer.
Got Vin Black, the coach. Kung Fu Panda. Come to give y'all the news and notes for this week. And last week we got NFL, Major League Baseball, the U.S. Open. Got a little bit of everything we're going to hit y'all with. We're going to start off with a recap of the big game last night, Jets Patriots.
Word, no doubt. Pat struggled to get past New York Jets last night. Jets definitely should have won that game, Big Joe.
Yeah, they gave him a good fight.
That's the game that they definitely should have won. Brady, those under 50%, you know what I'm saying, have problems connecting with his receiver. A lot of drop passes. Geno Smith played well for 3.5 quarters until that fourth quarter where he threw 3 interceptions. I think he tried to put a little bit too much on his own. I think a lot of that had to do with also a lot of drop passes.
The weather, maybe.
Weather too, but I think the weather, if anything, I think the weather kind of helped the Jets out a little bit, though.
They were running the ball good. They should have stuck with that a little more.
Well, you know what? That's what I thought too. But if you look at their balance, though, they ran the ball 32 times. They threw the ball 35 times. So a lot of people said that they should have ran the ball, but the balance is well enough there. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty balanced.
One thing though, they're on the right direction. They get another piece or two. They need to get him some playmakers. Geno's going to be okay. He's making the rookie mistakes. It's to be expected. They need a weapon for him because he don't got no legitimate weapon.
Well, Geno Smith last night, 15 for 35 for 214 yards. He had 3 interceptions. Those 3 interceptions came in the fourth quarter. He definitely outpassed Brady. Brady was 19 for 39, way under 50% for 185 yards and a TD, but no intel.
Brady was looking a bit testy in that game too. He was getting a little upset.
He's got young receivers. You know what I'm saying? No Armadillo right there. No Armadillo. No Gronk. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Hernandez thing. It shows how big how big of a loss he is. Yeah. He got young wide receivers. You know that. Listen, my whole thing is this, and I'm gonna get off this real quick because we got a whole lot to go through for the show today. Brady has held down New England for a long time. Kraft didn't get along with Wes Welker, so he shifted him off to a rival, which is the Denver Broncos. Brady's only really had one target for these many years, and that's really been Randy Moss. And they had him for 2 years, and Randy Moss a real threat as far as wide receiver. He's been doing it with what they have. And you know what? I think that they need to really give Brady some weapons, though.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Technically,
the guy that picked up, his issue was staying healthy, and boom, week 2 he can't even play.
He's a great quarterback, but you saw last night. I mean, the Jet defense doesn't take nothing away from the Jet defense. The Rex Ryan's defense, which is very good.
They got a good front seven.
No doubt. Their front seven is going to be really good, and they're going to keep getting better as the year goes on.
They get after it. I like the way they get after it.
They gave Brady problems last night, but there was no connection with Brady's receivers. A lot of drop passes. Same thing going on the Jet side too, though. Let me ask you guys a question also, Coach, Panda, even you, Joe. Mustafa, even you can ask this. My man Mustafa will make things happen, executive producer. If Mark Sanchez was playing last night or played the last 2 games, would the Jets be 2-0?
No.
Do you think Mark Sanchez would have made the same mistake that Geno Smith made last night, being that they was in the game for a long time? Geno Smith got this. He won this competition by default.
Yeah, pretty much.
If Sanchez didn't get hurt, Sanchez would be the quarterback. Now, who's saying that last week Sanchez would have bailed him out? They would have got the running, the push out of bounds and everything. But last night, I think if Sanchez was playing that game last night, and I'm not a Sanchez lover, I think they would have won that game last night.
Only reason why I dispute that is because he still has the lack of weapons.
Yes.
And Mark, over the last year, has shown his accuracy still kind of is real shaky. So the lack of weapons, I think it still would have cost him in the end. Because Santonio Holmes, for his MVP status in Super Bowl those years ago, he's still a number 2 guy. He was a number 2 guy in Pitt. He's not a number 1 receiver, and he's not healthy, so it even makes it worse. Stephen Hill he's not stepping up yet, so they need to get a weapon. Even whoever's quarterbacking without those weapons, they're going to look bad. They're going to have the ups and downs.
True, but I pose you a question with another question. So, you take Tom Brady and put him on the Jets, Geno on New England. Think the Jets win?
Yeah.
Indeed.
No doubt.
It's not the weapons. It's the experience.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. I think if chances was there, being that he's a 5-year vet, right now he's just better than Geno Smith.
But he still made bad decisions last year, and he's a vet.
That's true last year.
But his decision making is still
but we're talking about in yesterday's game, in a close game like that, in a game that New England was willing to give away, that the Jets should have won. All New York fans saw that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to get mad at the offensive coordinator's play calling, but like as we saw, if you look at the stats, 35 passing, 32 rushing. Well, they should have ran the ball a little more.
They were having success.
Because Chris Ivey was running the ball very well last night.
They were
very well.
But see, they do have confidence in the quarterback. I mean, he forced a couple, the 2 to 3 interceptions, but he just threw the ball, like the position how he threw the ball wasn't enough on it. So I think, if Sanchez was there, he would have made better decisions on how to pace the ball to the receiver.
That's why I say, Coach, 2 out of 3 interceptions last night. The play that he threw the ball behind Holmes, which he should have just ran out of bounds, and then we got a field goal to top the game. The play where he had the safety, he had one-on-one coverage, and he had the wide receiver wide open. He had to throw it. If he would just let him enough, he'd throw it high. That would have been a touchdown. You understand what I'm saying?
They say one of the knocks on Geno is his arm strength. So I think that might be showing.
Well, Sims got the best arm strength in
he looked good in the preseason.
In the preseason.
Sims boy was pretty good in the preseason.
He's not going to play.
Yeah, that was preseason.
He's not going to play. You know what I'm saying?
Geno left a lot of plays on the field yesterday. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. There was one play where Hill went right up the middle, and if he had just chilled instead of running straight up the middle, he had a touchdown.
Well, I don't think he used his legs enough last night. He only had 1 scramble last night. And like my man Mike Murlock last night that was doing the game for NFL Network said he was birthing the baby. Birthing the baby means you tap the ball too much. In other words, you're not receiving a quarterback that tap the ball. Brady and them tapped the ball once or twice. He was tapping the ball 3 and 4 times.
Couldn't make up his mind.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, the pro game is a lot faster, and we'll see. People talked about Geno's leadership when he was in Virginia. He was at Virginia Tech or what have you. West Virginia. But excuse me, West Virginia. Thank you, Joe. But his leadership seemed to be all right with the Jets stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm impressed with his poise.
Me too.
The way he's handling himself after the games, before the games. That's one thing I'm impressed with. But he's a rookie, and they're going to live with rookie mistakes.
We got to see what happens. They signed a free agent wide receiver, Ben Obowomo, I think. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. But he spent 5 years with the Seahawks. So he was in the training camp in the preseason where I cut, but they re-signed him. So, maybe that's an extra weapon. You never know. He could be a gem out of nowhere. They got to do something. They got to get some weapons on. That was their problem last year. They had no weapons.
They have weapons.
Winslow was the only legit weapon.
No. See, they running the ball. Chris Ivey good last night.
Yeah, he's good.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough
when
weapons in the right place.
When you're running the ball, play action opens up. You need to work with his strength.
You know what I think it is too? I was surprised by the offensive line. I'm impressed with that offensive line.
held up well.
They did well. I think he has to be more patient, and he gets more patient in his timing with the receivers. That'll come, then he'll be okay. You know what I mean? Because he has a lot of poise. He knew he made mistakes. He ain't sitting on the sideline and
he's head down.
He's gonna be all right. Jet fans gotta be patient. He's a rookie. He's coming from a program where they didn't do a lot of catching the snap from the center and step back. So they did a lot of option and all kind of stuff. So they gotta be patient with him. The Jets are in the right direction. They get a legit number 1 receiver. They'll be in the right direction. Because they got defense. Their front seven, like we said before, is on point.
I was shocked by the offensive line.
True. This kid is on the job. He's on the job training. They said they're like
he's learning
on the fly. So you gotta give him a curve.
Yeah, just
grade him on the curve.
They've been patient the last 40-something years. They can be patient 1 more year. Don't get too excited. Don't get too crazy. Give the man some time.
Question before we move on: are the Patriots in trouble?
They're not no Super Bowl contender like people thought they were going to be. I don't see that happening because they could be 0-2 right now.
Very much so.
They stole those 2 games.
Yeah, last week's game against the Bills.
Yeah,
definitely won that game.
They are lucky to be 2-0.
You know why they're gonna be? Because they got an easy schedule too. Look at their schedule.
Right, and they're still lucky to be 2-0. Right. So 9-7, I think, is a reality for the Patriots.
Yeah,
because they run up against a good team.
You're not a problem.
Well, you know what? I think that, and we'll move on because we have to move on. We have other subject. But I think as the season goes on, he'll get his weapons back. He'll get,
Yeah, because Bron's coming back.
He'll get Amendola. You know what I'm saying?
No, Amendola's he's with St. Louis.
No, he's the Patriots. They got him in free agency.
Excuse me. Yeah, Amendola's with the Patriots.
But he got to stay healthy. That's the knock on him. That's the knock on him.
He can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
But as the season goes by, they'll get stronger.
Yeah.
The time to get him right is now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're right for the picking.
The time to get him is now. We have other stuff. We'll move on. We'll go back to the NFL picks, our picks and everything. You know, you want to talk Yankee baseball? Yankees tonight. One game out of the playoff run.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago we had them written off. Last week we still had them.
Yeah, because they lost those 2 to the Sox and they kind of bumped it back. They only 1 game out.
502. Give a shout out to 502. The ball lounge over there. We was doing our show.
And of course, Chill Lover Radio for getting us on podcast too. So Chill Lover Radio, CLR on iTunes podcast. Chill Lover Radio. Check us out.
Without a doubt, and them only being 1 game out of the playoff hunt right now, actually they got a better record than Baltimore. So they play Boston tonight. They play the next 3 in Boston. They can get 2 out of 3.
That would help, and they need Boston and the D-Rays to slide a little.
That would be big. That would be big.
I got a question for you, Yankee fans. Like a question you posed last week about Mariano. Is he done, or is he just done? Whatever. Is Jeter done? It's not looking good for the captain.
What Jeter's done this year.
But is he done?
No.
You think? No. What do you know? Just your opinion on it. What do you think?
Is he done? Is he done? I don't personally think that he'll be a full-time player next year.
Yeah,
I think he has to accept the fact that he can only be a part-time player next year. And I think that he wants to go out. Where we at?
In the jungle.
What's going on here? That's why you see us laughing, you know. We don't think we just crazy. All kind of stuff flying around here, you know what I'm saying? But that's the question. I don't think that he's done, but I think he's done as far as a full-time player coach. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to have to be a part-time player. He's not going to accept that role.
He's not been playing that bad.
Well, he's done. He's hurt.
He's just hurt. What's wrong with his ankle? Yeah, Achilles
broke.
He broke it. So you thinking he came back too early?
He came back too early.
He definitely came back.
No,
it's showing that.
He got to strengthen up these muscles, his calf muscles.
That was the first one. The first injury was the hamstring.
Yeah.
Then he came back for that. Right. He's having ankle problems again.
Yeah, so he'll be all right for next year.
Jeter will be back next year. He's not coming back just for 17 games.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to go out like that.
As a Mets fan, I could care less. But he's not going to go out like that.
No, he's not going to go out like that. That's why he's not.
He's the captain. He's number 2. Derek Jeter.
Yes, no doubt.
And one of the Yankees' all-time greats.
He can't let his Jordan contract go out either.
And talking about Mariano, I just think Mariano's arm is just tired. I think right now they have.
Amazing about He's leading in base 1 in saves.
Yeah,
42.
It's incredible because they overuse him. They use him every night now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he's blown so many saves, though, because he's getting older. What is he, 42, 43 years old? His arms is getting tired. Some nights he's going to have it, some nights he's not. Where he used to be automatic all the time.
42 years old, 42 saves. Who wears number 42?
Yeah. Play that number.
How about that? How about that?
Go Mariano.
But it's big that the Yankees take 2 out of 3, and it's big that we in New York that we've been talking Yankee baseball right now, and I give props to Joe Girardi for the coaching job that he's done.
They've been talking that he might get coach of the year.
And you know also give props to, and a lot of players are a little angry that he's playing. My man A-Rod.
He's doing well.
He's doing well.
Playing well.
He's 99.
Let me ask you this as a Yankee fan. How do you feel like A-Rod's bringing you into the playoffs?
I have no problem with that because the allegations that are due are within the league rule books. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of players are unhappy about it, Mustafa, but it's within the rules.
The appeal process has to take place. He has to do what he has to do. He has to play.
Exactly. And a lot of people, including myself, I think including everybody in this room, I think including everybody that's watched the show or listened to the show right now on Chill Radio and iPad would agree with me that we didn't think that Dirk would be playing as well as he's playing right now.
No. He's doing well.
He's doing well. He's focused because he's playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? He's on the field. He's playing baseball every day. He's focused.
But Cashman, he's gonna have to step it up and think about reloading because the Orioles are young.
What do you think?
They're good.
What do you think Cano's gonna do? Then he's gonna resign. You think Cano's gonna stay here?
They better resign. That's gonna be the
they gotta sign
piece number one.
Or you think he's going out to L.A.?
He's gonna stay here.
No. I think he's going out to L.A. It's Granderson. You get Granderson and trade him for Ethier, then you got a team.
They gotta do something because
then you got a team.
Yankee fans say Yankees are the standard, so they can't. New York's not gonna tolerate a 500 Yankee team.
No.
No one. It's not gonna happen.
No, it just doesn't
even
happen.
the boss is not gonna. Rest in peace. The family's not gonna tolerate that. So Cashman got to get on his phone, get on the job, because baseball is not baseball. I can't believe I'm saying that, but baseball is not baseball with the Yankees being a 500 team.
You want those Oscar Gamble years?
I think they need to
you want those Dave Winfield years?
I think they need to get rid of Cashman.
No.
He's
a great Cashman. As a Met fan, I think he's good.
I think they need to get rid of him, man. Change it up.
Really?
Why? Why would you change up something that's been working? You got 27, 28 championships.
He needs something new.
No, he didn't get those.
He got about what, 5, 3 or 4?
That's more than anybody else got.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Let me put it to you this way.
Yeah, I can't dispute it. It is what it is. Cashman's been a good GM, and I think I'm pretty sure he's sitting there and he's working on it, but it's time they got to start doing it.
Well, the Yankees are trying to get under that salary cap, which is $185
Yeah, their salary's been kind of
$185 million. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what you want to say?
No, I'm saying who you rather have, Cashman or Omar? Yeah.
Somebody else. I don't know.
Because Omar didn't do too well for us. He didn't do too well for us.
They need to bring some new young blood in that position.
No, they need to go to their farm team.
Exactly. But the Yankees really never went to their farm team. They always bought players, though.
What players?
Your core four is from your farm team.
Well, we got
Derek.
There's a few.
Pettit. Mariano.
How long ago was that?
How long ago?
But that's what that farm team.
How long ago was that, though?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was 5 rings ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I'm talking about keep it going again.
You recently got a ring with those guys. So what do you mean?
Well, it's time for them to start retooling.
Well, they have to because they're old.
Well, think about it. They're going to get Tex back next year, but still, they're getting a little old.
Yankees are old.
What else?
What you got?
Big shouts and the big ups, as we say uptown, to U.S. Open champions Serena Williams and Roger Federer. Serena captured her 5th U.S. Open title, 17th overall. She's one shy of tying Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova. So big shouts to her. And she set a little record, tennis-wise, the first female to win $9 million in a season and $50 million in a career. So big shouts to Serena. Wherever you're hanging out at, can I come? Because I know dinner's on you. So big shouts to her. And Roger Federer, he did his thing. Matter of fact, he didn't win.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry for that.
For the misstep.
For the misstep. My apologies. Rafael Nadal won. He won his second U.S. Open. So big shouts to him. And his 13th Grand Slam overall. He beat Djokovic. He said it was a great match. It was great, go back and forth. It was an epic match. So big shouts to those two for winning U.S. Open titles. And Serena, see if she can knock down a few numbers on that list next year. I think she'll get about two majors next year. Easy.
Maybe, yeah.
I think she'll get 2. She's in her prime. She's focused, man.
She's not bored and she goes into fashion,
Nah, she's focused, man. She's got a look in her eye.
She seems to be focused. She seems to be focused this year and the last couple of years.
I see her passing. She's going to pass Chris Evert and Serena and Martina.
Oh, yeah.
She's passing.
But
she got one more to tie him. She's passing them next year. That's my position.
She's 31 years old?
Yeah, she's 31.
Yeah,
she's strong. She's a workhorse, man. How you doing, Mom? Anyways.
She's good. She doesn't cram a racket down the judge's throat.
Serena's the real deal, man.
Serena's the real deal.
Without a doubt, she's top notch. You know what I'm saying? Class act also.
Yeah, and big shouts to Venus. Hopefully she come back one more year but we don't know yet. She hasn't made that decision yet.
It don't make a difference if she does or not. She's done enough for today.
Oh, no doubt.
True indeed.
Definitely.
True indeed. Steffi Graf versus Serena. In their prime. In their prime.
Serena.
Not now.
She's too strong, man.
Yeah, I think Serena's just too strong. She's just powerful. She's like LeBron James.
That last match when she won the Open,
Like
it was a tough goal, but that last set, she killed the girl 6-1. She's like, you know what, enough of this, and 6-1. It was crazy. Serena's just too strong.
I think Serena was out to get that girl twice this year. She beat on the biggest stage.
And she gave her props too. She wasn't the angry Serena that like people like to draw out to be.
Okay. It's a big weekend. Big day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Big day tomorrow. You got sports watch. Just in general.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a money weekend. Let's talk money weekend. You got Money Mayweather. The fight tomorrow. You got Johnny Football. You know what I'm saying? Alabama. We got football games. How y'all want to start it off there, fellas?
Money team.
Money team. You know what? Let's go to the money team after we do, because a lot of people watch the college football game first, and then they're gonna watch the money, and then they're gonna watch the Mayweather fight. So let's talk about Johnny Football, which is your man.
My peoples. I love me some Johnny Football.
The revenge game.
I think, and let me tell you this: if he wins tomorrow, if they win, Texas A&M, because it's not just
they're going to build a statue for him.
But if he wins, he's got a better chance of getting a Heisman than Miggy getting a Triple Crown this year.
Yeah, well, Miggy's not getting a Triple Crown. Because he's too many home runs.
And you know what? That's the end of that. He'll leave and go to the NFL. This is the game. This is a game breaker for him and Nick Saban.
It's going to be a great game, but I just see Alabama coming in, man. They're too focused, man. Nick Saban, he's sitting there like, oh, I can't wait to get on the field.
Yeah,
I see Alabama with that.
I can see that, but sometimes it can be over-focused.
Yeah, that happens.
Over-focused.
It's just too talented, man. Too much talent, too much speed, too much.
Well, you know what? They said that last year. Anything
can happen. That's why they play the game. But I was a betting man. I'm putting my money on Alabama.
Right. I don't think Texas A&M defense is up to par. And I think that O-line that Bama got against that defensive line that Texas A&M, I think they're going to run the ball right down.
And Alabama's D-line, they're bringing back everybody.
No, most of the defense went to the NFL, so I'm not really worried
about it. Most of the O-line went out.
Oh, the O-line, but I'm talking the defensive line. That's why I'm not too scared of Alabama. I think it's going to be a close game. 30 to 27.
Yeah. I like to see a close game. I like to see Johnny Football do his thing though.
And then you know
because
what?
That's what won him the Heisman last year. That game itself won him the Heisman.
That's what won him the Heisman. And when he wins the game, I want him to go right in the cameras and do that. For all the haters and all the namesayers.
He doesn't need that. Only thing he needs to do, that just brings his NFL stock down.
Yeah.
You understand?
Be a professional.
Just like they win the game.
Shake their hand and let's move on.
That's what he needs to do.
Even though I don't see that.
It's too much off the field nonsense that's going on with him right now. The bottom line is, let's think about it. Johnny Football's hanging out with LeBron. Johnny Football's hanging out with Queen. Johnny Football's hanging out with this guy, that guy. You know where Nick Saban's at? Nick Saban's in the lab.
In the lab. His team is in the gym. His team is in the weight room.
He is a coach. He lives in the lab.
Right.
Did you hear him last year?
And that's where Johnny Football needs to be. Living in the lab.
Did you hear him?
He's only a junior. He's still young. He needs to be focused.
Let me tell you something. And here's the fault of coaches like that. He didn't want to play the bowl game because he wanted to recruit.
No, he didn't say he didn't want to play. He said, I was kind of mad because I would like to be out recruiting instead of waiting on
You're in the most important game of your lifetime, and you want to recruit?
You know the reality.
Who's the better college coach than Nick Saban?
Relax.
But who's the better college coach than Nick Saban?
Right now? Nobody.
So you know that's to the left.
Les Miles is good.
That's to the left.
Saban is good.
Where do I go?
That's the left. You understand what I'm saying with that comment? There's not a better coach.
That's just lip service.
And college football than Nick Saban.
Yeah, Nick Saban's the man.
He's
making pros, man. He's running a program that's running through teams, and he's making pros. So you can't be mad at him because his team, his players are ready. They come in the league, they're ready. So big ups to Saban. I ain't mad at him. I like that because I don't like some of these coaches that they run all these crazy gimmick stuff and stupid stuff, and these guys are not ready when they come in.
They're not pro ready.
Saban's making pro ready guys.
What's the coach from Seattle right now?
Carroll?
Carroll.
Carroll was a pro before he was a college.
If Carroll was back in college, Nick Saban wouldn't be the #1 coach.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he would.
He still would.
Yeah, he would. Sometimes you're a better pro coach than college coach. Because Pete Carroll used to be the coach of the Jets.
Right, he was a defensive coordinator here and there.
Right.
He got NFL before he went to college.
He was good. He was good both with pros and
he won 3 national championships.
Yeah, he's good.
Not anymore because they took him away because he was dirty.
And look at Chip Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he dominated the college program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Will he dominate the NFL? No, he's not going to dominate the NFL.
It's still early.
You know what I'm saying? But he's going to be a good coach in the NFL.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
They're going to do well this year.
You know, Philadelphia do a lot better than people think.
They got the right players for that.
If they can stay healthy, but we'll
get to that.
We'll get to that.
I got 2 quick more college things, real quick. One quick one. The big game last week, Michigan Notre Dame set a record with attendance of over 115,000.
Michigan West.
Yes, they did. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Another quick note. Unfortunate news. Grambling State fired Doug Williams. Those are old school people know Doug Williams. Tampa Bay.
He's been there for a minute.
Yeah, they gave him a book because they went 0-2.
It's okay. Yeah, but he's been losing lately.
Yeah.
And he's been there for a minute. How much has he been there for like that?
He's been there for about 10 years now.
Yeah. So it's time, though.
So it's hard to follow a legend, man.
It is. But big shout out to Doug Williams because he's the first black quarterback with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's.
And he had a hell of a game.
And the only person that ever tied his record was Joe Montana with the amount of touchdowns that was thrown.
Yeah, but you know what? But we're in a league now. What can you do for me now?
No doubt.
Not what you did for me 10 years ago.
Right now.
What can you do for me right now?
That's the way it is.
Revenue in that college.
But I think he'll land somewhere. We'll probably take a break. He'll land somewhere.
For sure.
But what else we got?
We got, like I said, we got to fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Money team. Plain and simple.
You know, the bottom line is this: Mayweather 44-0 versus Canelo Alvarez, which is 42-0-1. Mayweather got 26 KOs. Alvarez has 30 KOs.
But the question mark on Alvarez is who do you fight? Because he fought a lot in Mexico in his early years when he started as a teenager. It's like, who do you fight? And that's the rap they always throw some of these young guys that come out of Mexico when they pad their numbers, their first 20 fights.
Really?
Nobody knows who it is. I'm just saying that's the rhetoric that gets thrown out there.
The deal is this.
Fought a Mexican before?
I'm just saying what's put out.
The deal is this, coach. Canelo Alvarez is the real deal.
He's a good fighter. He's good. He's strong.
He's good.
He's strong.
He's about the best fighter that Floyd has fought in the last 3-4 years.
Even more than Cotto?
No, he's better fighter than Cotto.
He's young.
Destroy Cotto.
Yeah, because he's younger. He's got 10 years on him, and he's healthy.
And if he starts to hit Floyd tomorrow, it's going to be a long night for Floyd.
It ain't going to happen.
Well, Mexico always come from a great long line of fighters.
But this kid is the real. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Everybody here likes the money team. I like Floyd too. We'll all be watching the fight. This kid is the real deal.
They threw a stat up the other day. They talked about the percentage of punches that Floyd lands and what his opponent lands.
Yes.
Floyd lands like 42% of his, and his opponent lands, I think, 7 or 17 or something like that.
I seen them fight.
Alvarez, his opponents land 23% on him.
But Alvarez,
I like Canelo. He's a good fighter. He's entertaining. He's got power. But he had a problem finishing Trout. He ain't finishing Floyd.
Right.
I'm sorry.
He's slow too. He's slow.
But he's the strongest fighter. But he's the strongest fighter Floyd has fought.
They said that
Floyd, right here, smart, more intelligent.
No, Diaz fought a couple of years ago. The one he knocked out because he tried to headbutt him.
But he's not better.
I'm just saying power wise, not better fighter wise. Canelo's a better fighter, but power wise, they try to say that about him. And you can't knock out what you can't catch.
Sugar Shane hit him one time and he still feels it.
No,
yes, he is.
He whooped him. After he hit him that one time, he got whooped.
Well, you know what?
So he can't take a punch.
Sugar Shane, well, you know he doesn't take punches.
So you can't say he can't take a punch?
He doesn't take. But this is the deal, though. This kid's going to be hitting him to the body.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he can.
He will.
He will. Punches.
This kid will throw body punches. He has a chin. You understand? Let's be realistic. Floyd doesn't throw but 20 punches around now. And he's accountable. He throws one punch at a time.
But is he fast enough to cut the ring off on Floyd? Because that's the only way I can see him get to the body.
What the bottom line is this: Floyd's got 2 things over everybody: his speed and his defensive excellent.
He's a smart fighter.
He's a smart fighter. He's a real intelligent fighter.
It's crazy as his corner sound.
By the time he's gonna hit him 3-4 times, bang bang, and he's gonna try to hit him. And he's gonna be blocking. He's gonna throw them punches, but he's gonna be blocking them at the same time. And it's gonna be a great fight. But I think it's gonna go 12 rounds, and he's gonna win by decision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Well, y'all making it sound like this kid.
No. I wasn't saying that. If that's when it came out.
I saw the guy. I seen the fight. The last fight he had. With Trout. And he's slow.
Yeah.
He's slow. He's not. He's gonna be boom, boom, boom. And by the time he gets in,
but he's stronger than anybody Floyd's ever fought.
That's okay.
And he will hit Floyd.
Like when Sugar Ray fought Marvin Hagler, he was stronger than him.
Marvin Hagler was stronger than Sugar.
All right. He's stronger than Sugar.
Right. Faster. Sugar had more heart though.
Right. But the same thing, remember, the same.
Floyd's gonna win the fight. I think it'll be a decision if Floyd's gonna win the decision.
Right. Well, the whole thing is this. The whole thing, right? If it's a decision, Floyd's gonna win. And the whole thing is, how can Cano beat Floyd? Because we know Floyd can beat everybody, but how can Cano Alvarez beat Floyd Mayweather? That's the question.
He's got to play. If he fight, because what's the name? Because Colo made a lot of mistakes. If he doesn't make no mistakes, then I think he could beat Mayweather.
Well, Floyd,
that's the key.
Floyd makes you make mistakes.
Yeah, he makes you make mistakes.
He's
but
a
that's the
technician,
key.
man.
If he doesn't make a lot of no mistakes, he got to be 100% when he's doing it.
Well, the bottom line is, can he counter off of Floyd Stone?
I'm going old school. Like the video game, body blow. And that's what's going to sink him. He's going to hit him with the body blow, slow him up.
If Canelo hurt him within the first 4 rounds, the fight's over.
Well,
he's got to do it in the first 4 rounds.
The longer the fight goes, the better it is for Floyd.
Yeah.
If it don't happen in the first 4 rounds,
this guy's
forget about it.
But this kid's for real.
Forget about it.
This kid's for real. And remember I said down the show next week when you guys watch the show, this kid's for real. I'm not saying
there's no question about that.
it's going to be an upset, but this kid's for real.
I'm going upset.
I give big props to Floyd for fighting him because he didn't have to fight him.
Right.
He could do like some guys do and not fight. He's fighting a dude that's 13 years younger than him. So big ups to that.
The last 3 fights Floyd had, he's handpicked these guys that he knows.
Well, he's gonna handpick everybody, but he's fighting talent that's there. Whatever the talent is, he's fighting them.
Right.
So you gotta give him props.
Floyd doesn't give rematches though?
The opponent has to deserve it and earn it.
Oh, God.
And what opponent has earned a rematch?
I don't know, maybe Pacquiao. Oh, that's right. You never fought him, right?
Pacquiao, you don't need to fight him. You don't need to fight him. Pacquiao hasn't looked good his last 5 or 6 fights, and minus the 2 that he lost.
Well, you know what?
So let's
be realistic. Minus the 1 that he lost because.
Okay, he got robbed.
They didn't want.
Okay, minus the 1 he got robbed, with the 1 he got knocked the hell out. So Pacquiao deserved a title shot.
Yeah, but that fight was due. They fought 3-4 times.
Right, and they robbed Marquez like 2 of those times.
Yeah, no, he wasn't robbed twice.
He was robbed.
He wasn't robbed twice. He was not robbed
Yes,
twice.
he was.
He was not robbed twice.
All right.
He was not. Listen.
Anywho,
but the bottom line is this: Pacquiao got knocked the hell out.
Yes,
he ran into a punch.
He got put to sleep.
He definitely got put to sleep. And as far as Mayweather Pacquiao going down, it's not happening.
Yeah,
not anymore. Nobody wants to see that.
So now it's got to be Canelo Alvarez and Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And let's not, like I said, 44-0 Mayweather, 26 Ks. Alvarez 42-1, 30 Ks.
Too bad. Oscar's not going to be there.
Well, Oscar will be there.
No, he's not going to be there. He checked himself in the rehab, so he's not going to be at the fight.
What is this?
He checked himself any other day. He said he's only going to be at the fight. He's going to rehab.
What is he in rehab for now?
Booger sugar. He's got the nose candy problem.
Oh yeah, that's new.
That's new. Right. Remember,
he went in for
he was Mayweather.
Cross-dressing? No, not rehab for cross-dressing.
He wants Mayweather because he's got Alvarez as his
he's on the Golden Boy. They co-promote.
But he wasn't lose for the fact that he did beat him too. It's personal.
Yeah.
So,
he lost to Oscar.
Yeah.
It's personal.
Who lost Oscar?
Remember.
No.
Mayweather beat Oscar.
Oscar lost to Mayweather.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
But too bad he's not going to be there. But, B-Hop will be there to hold the team down. But I got Floyd decision.
Me too. I got Floyd.
Like I said.
I think Floyd will win by decision too, but I think it'll be one of the toughest fights for him.
It'll be an entertaining fight.
In a while.
It'll be entertaining.
I got Alvarez in the 3rd, knocking him out.
I don't see it that way.
That's lefty.
Lefty's out there, but I don't see it being unrealistic though, because if anybody can knock Floyd out or hurt Floyd or really hurt him, it's this kid right here. I don't think it happened in the third round though.
Is he doing the game? He's gonna probably be like 162 pounds for that fight.
I don't think it happened.
There's a 2-pound difference right now. They had the weigh in today.
Yeah.
Canelo came in at 154 and Floyd was 152.
And
so unless he blows up at 10 pounds over
he will. You know, he will.
That might slow him down.
Most fighters do.
They hydrate back up.
But one thing that Floyd has, he has a slight arm reach over him too. His arm reach is 72. Alvarez is only 70. So. You know,
Jackson
space. But I'm looking for a great fight. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be great. It
should be a great fight.
It better be.
It'll be great.
$80.
We got like about 20 minutes left on the show. This show just flows. It just flows.
Yeah.
So you know we got to go through our NFL picks. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt.
We got podcasts too, so you know.
Without a doubt. So we got NFL picks and we got 1 o'clock games. First 1 o'clock game, I think it's a big game. Is Washington versus Green Bay.
Very good game. Very good game.
Washington goes to Green Bay. RG3 versus Aaron Rodgers.
Could be a playoff game. Could be a playoff potential for that kind of game. Could be, but you know, RG3 they look too good, and they broke down his mechanics. It wasn't looking too good for me. Like he didn't want to plant on that foot, that leg. So.
Which is a little rusty though.
Yeah.
To be expected though.
Yeah, no preseason.
To be expected.
To be expected. But like I said, the way they broke it down, like he wasn't planning on his legs, so who knows what's going on in his mind. I think after a few games, he'll be all right.
He played well in the second half.
Yeah, the second half.
The second half he played well. You know what I'm saying? But
he figured it out.
Rodgers, RG3,
going to Green Bay.
RG3 Washington going into Green Bay. Who do you like in the game?
I got Green Bay because they shut down the butler, Alfred Morris. It's done. They got no running game.
Yeah. But Green Bay's defense is suspect though. You know what I'm saying?
Their front four, their linebackers are good, but their
defense is suspect.
Yeah, because look at San Fran torched them.
Yeah, but
for the most part, San Fran torched them. That's true. They have the same weapons, but they said, you know.
I like Green Bay tomorrow.
Yeah, because they're gonna bounce back. This home game, I think they're bouncing back, and they wouldn't buy a touchdown.
Who do you like tomorrow, Coach?
Playing Green Bay. I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Go with Green Bay.
Go with Green Bay.
Okay. We have another good game too. NFC South. You got not NFC South, NFC North. You got Minnesota traveling to Chicago.
It's a big game.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town's playoff game.
The Bears.
The Bears. Everybody likes the Bears tomorrow.
Yeah. Minnesota's struggling.
AP has averaged 100 yards a game, the most by any running back in the NFL against the Chicago Bears. You know that, Mustafa?
He got his numbers. He might get his numbers. But the way their line got manhandled by Detroit, and Chicago does have a pretty good defense, Chicago by a touchdown. Maybe not. Chicago by 10.
I got Minnesota winning. I got AP going to explode.
You think it's going to explode? I got Chicago because they're doing a lot of screen passes to Matt Forte.
Yeah, they got some weapons.
And they spread it around. Jay Cutler, he's an alright quarterback.
Jay Cutler's good. Jay Cutler's good.
You got that offensive line.
Yeah, he's got that offensive line. He's got that new system. Short passes.
Let's talk about it also. He didn't get sacked last week.
You know why? Short passes. Yeah. He's not looking downfield like he usually does.
And like you said, Pond is suspect.
Yeah, Pond is suspect, man. They need to get some help there because I would hate to see all day get ran to the ground like they did Billy Sims or they did to Barry Sanders. You know, one of those guys.
Who's the quarterback for KC last year? He was in New England before.
Matt Castle.
Castle going to take that spot. Excuse me. Castle going to take that spot. Dallas at KC.
KC.
I hope. Andy Reid knows Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have a lot of respect for Andy Reid. They're in KC, their first home game. KC blew out Jacksonville last week. Dallas, tough game against the Giants, which the Giants didn't have 6 turnovers. They probably would have lost. But you got two, 1-0 teams. They're going at each other. So
KC got weapons.
You guys like KC?
I like the quarterback guy.
KC is a tough team to beat in Arrowhead. They don't really lose too much in Arrowhead.
Our 3 wide receivers each got 100 yards on Dallas. Dwayne Bowe, he's getting a buck and a quarter. Tony Ball's getting a buck in the quarter.
But I don't know if the running back for
Charles
could be playing though.
Yeah.
Is he playing?
Yeah, he's got a quad, but
he's practicing.
He's playing.
Okay.
He's gonna have a good game.
Dallas defense is suspect.
Yeah.
Suspect.
And the coordinator didn't make a change when he needed to make a change.
They got a new defensive system, right?
But it's the old coach who's been there.
Keep the ball points away.
And he didn't make the adjustments when he had to, so I see Kansas City.
When you have 6 turnovers and you still got 31 points and still was able to be in the game, your defense.
So you guys got like KC?
I like KC.
I like Dallas tomorrow. I like Dallas tomorrow.
Chiefs.
And upsetting KC. And I know it's hard to beat Kansas City and Arrowhead, but I like Chiefs tomorrow. You also got Miami traveling to Indy.
That's your game.
That's my game.
That's your game.
Well, Miami struggled last week against the run. You know, I mean running the ball. 23 rushes for only 20 yards.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's Lamar. Lamar had like 10 yards.
20 touches for 20
touches.
And what about D. Thomas?
So you got
he got an end zone.
Playmaker running back.
But they were shut down last week, and Miami's definitely not going to work on that though. But Miami's defense is going to get after Andrew Luck tomorrow. Cameron Wake is the real deal. Our defense is the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Kid Jordan from Oregon.
Luck won by Indianapolis won by luck last week.
Yeah, a scrappy Raiders team. Big shots to my brother who signed me. Raiders.
And last year we went in there, we lost by 3 because we didn't play well in the second half. I look for Miami to go in there and get the running game going. Let this kid balance. He's hurt tomorrow. He's hurt. He might not play. You got Bradshaw as their running back. He's not the same. And Andrew Luck's got to come back and throw the ball 50 times. We're going to be in his ass.
They need to get him a young.
I'm definitely liking Miami. I'm definitely liking Miami Sunday in a close game, 24-21.
Reality check. Okay.
I'm going.
Reggie Wayne is still playing with Indianapolis.
He's still a man, though.
Yeah. And Lamar Bradshaw, with his bad feet, took us to a Super Bowl. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm just saying his feet. I'm taking another look at Bradshaw.
He's the real deal. He is the real deal.
Now on your team,
but he's the most sacked quarterback, though.
Yeah, offensive line.
And our front seven is just as good as anybody's front seven.
Yeah, true. I'll get that. I like Cameron Lake. Big shots to him. Big shots to Cameron Lake.
Cameron Lake, Starks, Saloy. We got that kid Deion Jordan. We got the linebackers from. What's my man's name? N.E.B. from the Ravens. Kosey. We got the kid Wheeler, and we got cornerback Grimes. Got the safety
playing inside that fast track though. That fast track,
I like your team because the fact is a lot of new players improved your team. Playing Cleveland last week, y'all showed me that y'all know how to win the games you need to win. So I'm gonna give y'all Miami.
And it's a tough game, but we need to win this game because we got Atlanta next week. So I'm taking Miami, not just because of my team, but I'm taking Miami because I think we'll beat Indy.
Not because Brian Hartline bought Tannehill a watch, because he was just hitting him.
You know, because they was coming over the top, targeting Mike Wallace only got targeted 7 times.
I was mad that they won the game. How did they not throw to me?
I look at him to get targeted at least 15 times this week.
Playing indoors, they need to. Fast track, you gotta do something.
So, who you like in that game? You like Luck.
I think Luck is gonna squeak it out.
You like Luck? You like Miami?
Give me a little luck.
Give me a little luck. Good game. In the NFC, but AFC, NFC. That's San Diego traveling to Philadelphia. Chip Kelly's first home game. San Diego had a game last week on Monday Night Football. They should have won. They just doing what San Diego's been doing the last couple of years, just giving it away. And I don't think San Diego's defense is going to be up to par to be ready for Chip Kelly. 23-second play offense at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had 54 plays in 1 half.
But you know something? Watson also had 49 plays in the second half, so it kind of evened out.
Yeah, they split it up on him too.
He goes early first.
Yeah.
I see why guys don't just smack the ball in the hand and hold the guy down a little bit. That's what I would do. I'd say on the guy like, hey, don't get up, triple or something.
Harry Carson kicking the ball.
Everything is at an advantage for the offense.
Right.
Everything.
Well, that's what
got to do something. I smack the ball to him because he say, hurry up and get the ball to the ref. I smack the ball to him.
I like Chip Kelly in the offense. I like McCoy running all over the place.
They go the last one.
So I like the first home game. So I like Philly.
Let's get back to McCoy. 31 times he touched the ball. Vic was what? 21 times?
He got hit.
He got hit 21 times. They're not gonna last like that.
He's gonna be
That 100,
already.
you know what? In the college, that's crazy cool that you can run up the score, and not run up the score, but keep up the pace because you got 96 people on the line.
Yeah.
So you can keep shuffling back and forth.
And those players will be gone in 2 years.
Exactly. You got 54 on your team like that.
Philadelphia will be in trouble if the players get there, especially if the 3 players get hurt because their offense is made around 3 players. Sean Jackson, McCoy, and Vic.
And remember, Vic is what, 31, 32 years old?
And he hasn't played a full season yet, though.
Ever, so.
No, but he had a 2-year hiatus, remember that?
Yeah, it's not gonna be nothing.
Yeah, he's got fresh legs.
Anywho's.
Who's the next game?
So, who you like in that game?
Oh, I got Philly.
Yeah.
We all like
Yeah,
Philly.
Yeah, because San Diego, we know.
Listen.
San Diego.
Cleveland travels to Baltimore. Baltimore rebound from last week's.
Yeah, I think Harbaugh's gonna have a
Yes.
But it's gonna be a close game because
It's a division game.
right, division game, and Cleveland's not a pushover. They're a scrappy young team. They got a lot of
They
talent.
got good defense.
It's gonna be a tough game.
Kid that they put on everybody. John Brown or somebody like that?
Who Hayden?
Hayden.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough
Mike
game.
Wallace
locked down.
Wallace locked down.
He got locked down.
3-point game.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to a field goal.
Yeah.
A close game. I like
And
Baltimore.
since Cleveland doesn't have Phil Dawson anymore, you know, I gotta go with
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Ravens about
Baltimore. A good game here. St. Louis travels to Atlanta.
Falcons got to bounce back. It's going to be a tough game. Seattle's tough. I mean, St. Louis is tough, but Atlanta's going to bounce back. It's home opener. They lost a tough game with the Saints. They're going to bounce back.
I'm going with
Roddy
the
White,
Rams.
Julio, they're going to get their number.
I like the Rams in this game.
Roddy White might not play.
He's hurt.
He's hurt? Oh, okay.
He's hurt.
Who's going to stop Julio down by
Why?
Nobody.
Yeah, that's true. Why I didn't put Antoine?
It's double team.
Yeah, double team. That's why I didn't put Antoine Bolden on my fantasy team last week. We had 56 points, and I'm not getting into that. This is gonna be a good game.
That's a great game.
It's gonna be a good game, but I don't know.
Falcons.
I don't know.
Tony Gonzalez is gonna be.
Listen, Sam Bradford is looking good.
He's
got weapons. Did you see Jared Cook?
See the defense?
Jared Cook looked great.
Well, he's good. He's a good tight end.
Yeah, but when he was in Tennessee, nobody knew.
I was hoping that the Dolphins pick one before they picked up Dusty.
They got this kid quick. They got Givens. They got Tavon Austin.
They got a good.
They got Darrell Richardson, but I've been big enough for 2 years.
Yeah.
So
and Jeff Fisher.
So who you like?
I got St. Louis in the upset.
I would like to listen. I kind of want St. Louis to upset this game, but I can't see. We play Atlanta next week, and as far as a Dolphin fan, I can't see Atlanta losing 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Atlanta. I'm going to go with Atlanta. You know what I mean?
That's a real safe call.
He can't see them. These two, they're going to come out on fire week 3.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You know what I mean? So
I see them winning this one. Close game.
It's a close game.
You hoping they win?
I'm hoping, right. Because technically, before when I first looked at the picture, Joe Mustafa, I was like, this is my upset pick of the week. But then I thought about it, I said, nah, this can't be my upset pick of the week. You know what I mean? Another good game. Carolina travels to Buffalo. Buffalo, another home game. We got Cam Newton going to Carolina.
Got Buffalo. Buffalo should have won that game against
They should be
and Cam
1-0.
Cam had 150 yards last week.
Russian?
No.
Throwing 125 yards.
He's another one that needs weapons. Well, they got Steve Smith. That's it. They got to get that.
Greg Olsen, right?
But you know something? Carolina's defense is no joke.
Yeah, their
linebackers is the real deal. But I see Buffalo winning this game.
Yeah, so I see Buffalo winning this game.
We should have won the last game.
Yeah, I had it.
24-17.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Tennessee goes to Houston.
I like Tennessee.
Tennessee
got lucky last week. They played Steelers. Steelers is not a really good team.
That's why I don't think they got lucky. I just think they
took advantage of
Did I play? Did I play?
They played a team with a patchwork offensive line and a bad running game, and they beat up on them. And they only beat them 19-7, 8-9. So it's not like they beat them.
Well, Pittsburgh scored with like 20.
Yeah, that was a crap. It was a garbage touchdown.
Right at the end. So
and the 2 points wasn't given, so they basically shut them out.
The defense is not.
The defense is the real deal.
Houston's gonna win.
Okay. Houston got I think we all like Houston.
Yeah.
Houston's a better team, but you like Tennessee?
I like Tennessee.
It's upset. Vinny was the upset. Good game here. Detroit versus Arizona. Megatron, Larry Fitzgerald, 2 of the best wide receivers in the game.
Yes, 2 of the best in the game.
Who would you take?
Megatron.
I say Megatron.
I think I take a little Megatron. I think he's a little younger too.
Megatron has thrown up 5 different quarterbacks and put up crazy numbers.
So, but they're out in Arizona. Who do you like in this game?
Detroit.
Fred played well last week already.
They got Reggie Bush is making a big difference because he can catch the ball.
So you said they traveling to Arizona. Detroit's not great on the road.
Look what Detroit did to AP. He had 78 on his first carry and 10 the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That front line, man, their D-line.
Listen, Carson's not going to run the ball. You mean
he's going to be running for his life?
No, he's got Larry and he's got
So he's going to throw off his back foot.
No, yeah, Floyd and Roberts, right?
He's going to be running for his life, man. Sue going to come at him. He's going to be scared to death. He's going to kill him.
Speaking of Dominic Sue, you got something on Dominic Sue?
You cannot be serious in the Dominic Sue. What in the hazy is going on, bro? Hitting the center low.
Before we even get to that, You Can't Be Serious is brought to y'all by Chill Lover Radio, CLR. Okay, go into it, Joe.
Yo, Sue, come on, man. You $100 grand. You lucky you didn't get a game.
But lucky you didn't get 2 games. Should have got 2 games.
Somebody's gonna get him. Some offensive lineman's gonna get him one day because he's labeled a dirty player. The center was no way the center was gonna catch that linebacker for that return. There was no way he was going to catch him. So you didn't have to take him out by his knee.
No.
You know, he apologized to the player, to his team, or whatever.
That's what happened.
But come on, bro. Come on, man. You're risking the dude's livelihood, man. We all play. Y'all all play this game. It's a brotherhood. It's supposed to be a brotherhood. I hear you. You're thinking it wasn't dirty, or whatever.
It was. You know, it's
borderline dirty.
It was in the rules, but it was borderline dirty, though.
It's a non-written rule.
Really, what he did to him really wasn't not in the rules, you know what I'm saying? But it was unnecessary. It's unnecessary, like Coach said.
Like Jeff Saturday,
he was 20 yards ahead of him. He really was.
I'm going to tell you the main reason why it's not good sportsmanship because he's the captain of the team.
Right.
It's not going to catch him. Like Saturday, sorry to cut you off, but like 2 former All-Pro linemen said, offensive linemen said, yo, if you would have just decleared him up top, cool. But going at the knee, come on, man, you didn't need to do that. You didn't really need to do that.
All right, first of all,
who said it?
2 former offensive linemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. And what offensive lineman is going to stop Sue? You bringing Conrad Goldman back?
All right, though. It was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary. The hit that Sapp did on a Green Bay Packer player 4 years ago.
But Sapp don't have the reputation that Sue has. Come on.
No. Sapp, the reason that Sue has a reputation is because of the media.
Because of the media, not because of what he's doing. Are you kidding me?
Listen, Sue is a football player.
Are you kidding me?
Sue is a...
Listen, I'm sorry to cut you off, but really, on some real stuff, your last statement was bananas, and we're not going to waste time arguing.
No.
His reputation is built by himself. Ripping off people's helmets, stomping on the dude's leg, kicking the guy in the groin. The media did that? Come on, Sue is getting... That
sounds like big buckets.
But that's back then.
But listen,
none of these players are going. Yeah, I know.
This is the 50s
right now.
Yo, listen, let me say one thing. The rule of protect yourself at all time on the field until the whistle is blown doesn't even apply in that situation because that was a dirty play. All right? And you're supposed to protect yourself at all time on the
Keep
football
your head on a swivel.
You understand? But that was a dirty play. There's such thing as sportsmanship and caricature of men that's playing the game. You understand? And he needs to respect that.
And everything that's crap about it, he said before, I'm trying to change, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. In the first game of the week, you do this?
If Detroit was playing your New York Giants and he did that against your best offensive lineman, you'd have a problem.
No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Seriously.
Why?
You know why? Because he's a football player. He is football.
That's not a
football play.
He crossed the line.
That's a personality disorder.
Yo, it's something that you personally don't do.
That's borderline a chop block.
And when you're a captain of your team, you're saying you're going to be a captain of your team and you're going to hold, everybody's looking up to you.
Tell me, Coach.
You know what I'm saying? So now, you cannot do a situation like that.
Even though he's in front of him.
I don't care if he's in front of him.
Okay, we got to move on. Enough is enough. Now, get yourself together, man. You're a talent.
Without a doubt. One of the game of the day is the Manning Ball. Eli, Peyton comes into to MetLife Stadium. Peyton comes into MetLife Stadium. I'll let Joe and you guys spend a little more time on that. But I like Peyton to shred the Giants defense tomorrow.
Wow.
Shredded.
I hear you. I respect your opinion.
Shredded. With those offensive weapons he got.
Right, he's got some weapons.
The hammer has
He does have some weapons.
The hammer.
But our defensive backfield didn't play as bad as we expected them to play against Des Bryant. And Austin Miles. 2 catches for 22 yards.
We got our main guys back.
So, don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on it. It's going to be a good game. As well as Denver's offense is and his 3 weapons, we got 3 weapons too. And then I don't know if their defense can guard our 3.
Whose 3 weapons are better?
I'll go with my 3. 2 of them are pro bowlers, 2 of them got rings.
Who's your 3 better? So your 3 better right now?
Yes.
Hakeem Nicks is better than Thompson?
Numbers wise, they've both been in the league 2, 3, 4 years.
Who's better than Wes Walker?
Numbers wise, Wes Walker got the numbers. But give all props to Wes Walker. He's got 600 catches in like 600 years. He's got the props. I'm not taking that from him.
Cruz
is right behind him.
Is Wes Walker in sync with Peyton already? Would you
For
say that?
sure.
Or you think he needs a little
No, for sure. He's in sync already.
They on point. But no, Cruz is right behind him. But I'm not gonna take nothing away from Wes Walker. He's put the numbers and you can't dispute that. But our weapons are equally as good. With Cruz and Ruben Randall stepped up.
Who's the better?
Like
you said, who's gonna stop that tight end?
We gonna stop the time.
He said that he was a beast, so he can't be stopped.
He can be stopped.
He can be stopped. Guaranteed. Why wouldn't he be against the New York Giants?
Anybody can be stopped, but our defense is suspect against the tight end. I got to call it like it is. Fuel, I don't know, we can't figure out tight ends, and that's our Achilles heel. But we can win this game, and don't be surprised if we do. Because as much as they're high power, they can't stop ours. With all the turnovers, we were 6 points away. 450 yards from my man Eli and 4 touchdowns.
You're physical in that 1 year. He's a first year player, right?
JPP called himself out, said he played terrible, so he's going to look to redeem himself.
You got some giant news.
Quick news. We brought back a guy we let go, left the free agent, Brandon Jacobs. The tiptoe bandit. I'm leery on this thing because he runs too high up. He tips up to the line.
Burglar's back in town?
He's back in town. But you know what? The pros and cons of it.
I see he's gonna do well.
The pro of it is he's got fresh legs because he didn't play all year.
You know why he got fresh legs?
And he knows the system.
You know why he got fresh legs?
Because he didn't play.
Because he's a tiptoer.
Right, but anyway, he knows the system.
And?
So he's going to be, he don't have to, there's no learning curve. He could pass block.
That's the only good thing.
He could be a good influence on Wilson and helping him hold on to the ball. And he will contribute, and he's going to be okay. If he plays and runs like he needs to run, we're going to be all right. Giants are winning by touchdown.
His presence.
You got to like the Giants. We got a couple more games you got to get through. New Orleans plays Tampa Bay.
New Orleans.
In Tampa Bay.
New Orleans.
That's tough to miss again.
Tough game.
But I like New Orleans though because Tampa Bay is in a little disarray right now.
Yes, the quarterback, coach, teammates, coach. A lot of controversy going on.
Their coach is back in New Orleans. And he got the
saved by touchdown.
Jacksonville travels to Oakland.
Oakland in a wrap.
This kid Brian was very impressive last week.
Yes.
Oakland is my lock of the week, people.
Okay.
Big shout, real quick, big shout to the Raider Nation. I got a little inside info. They're very happy with their front line, their front seven on defense. They need a little work on their O-line, but like we said, everybody all agreed, Oakland on the route against Jacksonville, because Jacksonville's horrible.
Possibly the game of the week is, or the game of Sunday, possibly if it ain't the Manning Bowl, is San Francisco travels to Seattle.
It's called the Eyebrow Bowl.
Yeah, I seen it for Matt.
Yeah, so Wilson and Kaepernick, they shook hands on TV. Whoever loses the game, one's got to shave an eyebrow.
Right.
I'm going with Seattle because I don't think Bolden's going to be able to run rampant like he did on the Green Bay.
Because you know why?
Legion of Boom is in the business.
Okay, we got to wrap this up.
Richard Sherman.
We all like Seattle. We at home. Monday night, Pittsburgh travels to Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati wins that game.
I got Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati winning the Monday.
That's it for On the Block Sports Talk. My man Big Joe, the coach, Panda, my man Mustafa, make it happen. Chill Lover Radio, 502
Lounge, Rosie's Barbershop, Gun Hill Classic,
Bronxnet. Check us out next Friday. Verizon, Cablevision. We out on the Block Sports Talk. Peace.